Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and in this video, I just realized I never reviewed the pilot of Once Upon a Time in Wonderland for you, so I think I'm going to review now. It's this basically giving you this one called Down the Rabbit Hole. So I was definitely looking forward to this show. I thought the premise was really cool. The premise is basically Alice returns home to her father, who tells her that everyone thought she was dead. Her imaginative stories are that, she tells him the stories, and he basically sends her it ends up getting the attention of Dr. Lydgat, a psychologist from an asylum, and she basically ends up going to that asylum. And at the same time, in present day, the Knave of Hearts resides in Storybook, Maine stealing coffee in the dead of night from Granny's diner until the White Rabbit interrupts him via bursting through a newly made rabbit hole. He convinces the Knave to help him save Alice, who is a young adult by the time she arrives in Victorian England. She is admitted into an asylum where it is revealed that she continued frequent visits to Wonderland in search of proof in its reality. After capturing her proof in the form of the White Rabbit, she encounters Cyrus, a genie whom she falls in love with. The two lovers have several adventures leading to the fateful day of the cliff of the boiling sea where Cyrus proposes to Alice. They are interrupted by the Red Queen, who has her henchmen attack them in the end. The Red Queen throws Cyrus off the cliff into the sea, where Alice looks into the mist of where he's fallen, and Dr. Lydgate tells Alice there's a new treatment that will take away all of her memories from Wonderland, to which she agrees to allow them to proceed to use it on her. So, I thought it was very interesting, but then the morning of the procedure, the Knave and the White Rabbit come to save Alice, and the three of them then escape the asylum, and journey through a rabbit hole back to Wonderland after convincing Alice that Cyrus has been seen alive. So that's basically the plot. It's basically about how she was in a mental asylum, and she really doesn't want to remember Wonderland. She only cares about Cyrus. She kind of thinks she's going a little crazy. So, but then there's some other stuff that happened, because upon arriving here, the three land in a mallow marsh. The rabbit recounts that he himself did not see Cyrus. Rather, he was told that the dormouse told him that he saw Cyrus at the Magpie's house, which has been abandoned for some time. Alice and the Knave find themselves stuck in quicksand made of marshmallow, and the rabbit runs ahead to go find help. Alice and the Knave manage to escape, while ahead of them, the rabbit is ambushed by the Red Queen. He is taken back to her palace, where it turns out that the rabbit was forced by her to bring Alice back to Wonderland. The Red Queen tells the rabbit that he will be her eyes and ears in all of this, lest he be killed. The rabbit compiles and sadly walks away when the Arabian sorcerer Jafar begins to talk to her. Now, this is one of the cool things that this show has. They're basically going to focus on two storylines here. You have Wonderland and you have Jafar. It's definitely very different from Once Upon a Time. It's definitely, I think, darker than Once Upon a Time. And it also, though, I think might be a potential crossover for Once Upon a Time, because I think there's a way that something is going to happen here. Most people thought that we're going to see the Mad Hatter from Once Upon a Time. It doesn't look like that's the case here. It doesn't really look like that's what's going to happen. After this, Jafar begins to talk to her for some mysterious reason. Jafar was the one who wanted Alice back to Wonderland in the first place. He tells the Queen she is no longer needed, but she convinces him not to kill her when she reminds him that she's the only one who knows of Alice's whereabouts. Back at the marsh, the Knave tells Alice that he never wished to return to Wonderland, and he would rather not continue on this journey. She takes off her heel, where it turns out she keeps 3 glowing gems, are actually wishes that Cyrus gave her long ago. By the way, guys, if I'm reading off this, it's because I saw this pilot a while ago, so I decided I want to review it now, so that's why I'm reading off of this. She offers them to the Knave if he helps her see this adventure, though. When asked why she doesn't use them to push Cyrus back, Alice tells the Knave that wishes are far too unpredictable, and that wishing Cyrus back could likely teleport him to them as a hung corpse. The two begin to search for the Hatter's house, and Alice climbs a tree, leaving her shoes on the ground with the Knave, so she may scale it to get a better view of the forest. Here we get the creepiest scene of the whole show. She's attacked by the Cheshire Cat, who has become much more violent since she was last in Wonderland. I thought this was really cool to kind of make the Cheshire Cat evil. She manages to get to ground level, noticing the Knave and her shoes are gone. Before she is killed, the Knave returns, throwing a piece of scythe-coloring mushroom into the Cheshire Cat's mouth. It shrinks to kitten size and scurries off. The knave returns Alice's wishes, Alice assuring him that wishes will not work until they are given, not stolen. The two then make it to the Hatter's house, where they find only an empty home filled with hundreds of hats. The rabbit appears again, telling them that he searched all over them. The knave tells Alice it's likely all this is untrue, and Cyrus is still dead. Alice runs from the house and crying until she finds an amulet that belongs to Cyrus on the ground. She takes it as proof that he is still alive and tells the two that she will not stop on her quest to find her true love. And then the episode basically ends with a final flashback reveal that Cyrus actually survived the fall into the boiling sea, as Jafar saved him with his flying carpet, and it turns out in Wonderland's presence, that Cyrus actually survived. Cyrus is held captive by Jafar within a castle somewhere in Wonderland. Alice and Knave and White Rabbit continue their search, walking through a field in the distance. So yeah, overall I really did enjoy this premiere. I thought it was really good. I'm sorry I just read all that, but let me get into some of the things I really did enjoy about the show. First of all, you do have, it is very different from Once Upon a Time. You know how Once Upon a Time you have Storybrooke, you have the main world? They're not really going to show Storybrooke. I think they're going to show Storybrooke potentially in some of the episodes, but not like as much as Once Upon a Time. This is more of us actually in Wonderland, us getting to see what Wonderland is like, you know, a modern day version of Wonderland. The performances here are pretty good. You got Sophia Lowe as Alice, and I really like her. I think what I like about her is that she's kind of a stronger type of woman, and this isn't like Alice in Wonderland, the Tim Burton version, which I do not like that movie at all. I thought that movie was terrible. This is nothing like that. I thought she was great, though. Sophia Lowe as Alice, she really did feel like a strong character, and I liked how they kind of made Alice more or less of like a big hero. I like that they did that. Then you have Michael Socia as the Knave of Hearts, who I thought he was good too. I liked seeing him in Storybrooke in the beginning. I thought that was cool to see, and we'll have to see what else happens with his character. The other characters are fine. I like John Lithgow as the voice of the White Rabbit. He had some quite he had some very funny lines. I thought he was funny. This show's been getting mixed reviews. Some people have said it's a little all over the place. Some people have been saying it's a little too dark. In my opinion, I think yes, it is a little too dark. In my opinion, I do really like the show. My concern with it is that it is a very bad time slot. Thursday at 8. It is up against a lot of shows. You got The Big Bang Theory. It's up against The Vampire Diaries. It's up against all these shows, and I will continue to watch it because I love Once Upon a Time. And I have a feeling if this show continues, I will love it. I love the Aladdin stuff in it too, because if you guys don't know this, Aladdin is my favorite Disney animated movie of like the Renaissance period for Disney. That's my favorite of them. I love Aladdin. I always will. I love it. So I'm very happy they've included Jafar in this. I think that's really cool. Hoping we'll see Aladdin and Jasmine and all of them, because that'll be cool too. And that's not something that Once Upon a Time has done yet, so I have a feeling this could end up like a potential crossover. I do know that this is only supposed to be like a break show, because once Upon a Time goes on that hiatus, Once Upon a Time Wonderland is going to fill its place. So yeah, that's it for my review Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. Let me know what you guys saw of the show. Do you like the characters? Do you like the show? Do you think this is going to work out? Let me know anything else you need to know. That's it for my review. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be my review of The Big Bang Theory. So see you then. Bye.